Morning. It's Sunday. Alright, my overalls are stuck in my boot. And it is gonna rain today. It's probably pretty windy. Yeah, it's really windy. And what else? I think for today's video, probably what I'm gonna do is put in all the rest of the footage for the barn door. So it's done over a couple of days, but I'd really love to get that finished up for you guys because we hung it last night and I am so ready to show it to you. So that's what I'm gonna do. We'll do morning chores and then I'll stick in the rest of the footage from the stain and clear coat and installing the hardware. And then I'll take you in the house and show you the finished product. We had a couple of hang-ups and we'll talk about that. Picks up on the hay bales. I don't know if we'll be able to see. He can get down. It's just being ridiculous. Come on, buddy. That's what he likes to do. Stand on his hay bales, lord over his kingdom. I think he did think he was stuck yesterday, and I may have to go out there and make sure that he can't get down, because I don't know that I've seen him off the hay bales. He can get down. He absolutely can, but we'll see. Make Chief a bottle. I don't know what he's doing out there. He's just sitting on top of the hay bales barking. So next week, really gonna have to work on cleaning this space out. Since we got the new refrigerator, moved our old refrigerator out here. We had to kind of rearrange. And we've got some trash that needs to be disposed of. And just some things like that because we were like just 2 weeks for baby oats. And I kind of can't get my mind around that because it's February and usually we have March babies, but end of February, my guess is most of these guys are either going to show up, well, very last day in February or the first week in March. But I have 3 girls due within a week of each other, so Twiz and Nani are actually due on the same day, and then Bunny is due the next week, and then Cece is due the next week, and then we get a break. And Zelda is not due until after the week after my spring break. But next week, not this Monday, but the next Monday, and I don't know when this video is going to come out. This probably will come out the week that I'm gone. I'm gone to Baltimore for a week for work. And I come back and then the babies are due. So I've got to clean the barn and get ready. My hope was that we were going to do one more feed run and I was going to have some more paper feed bags, and it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So I've got to make a decision about that, and I'll do a whole video on just getting ready for kidding. But yeah, that's probably going to be next weekend's things that are going to go on, because I don't think after spending a week in Baltimore, that's really what I'm going to want to do when I come home. And we're getting into kind of the busier time for me at work anyway. is probably from now until the beginning of May. Oh, he did good. Yeah. Everybody's angry. Look at these friends. It's warm, so I left them out last night, and I didn't want to have to get up early, so let's do them way over there. Number one, how did you get over there? Just walked in through the backside. Okay. Okay, so it's going better. I think my hope is this week to train him to the bottle rack so that when Jeremy has to take over feeding for a week, it's easier for him. What was I talking about? The door. So the door, we had hoped to get it hung up last weekend. Obviously with the dead cow that was not possible. Sunday kind of grinded to a halt. And so he got the clear coat though on last weekend, and we started working on putting the rails up, and noticed that our the way that our door was framed out, the door frame was framed out, was not what we were expecting. And he was really worried we weren't going to have studs to screw in the right places. But we ended up figuring out that we actually had a lot of room to work with because of how the door was in a corner. And the corner had some like solid 2x4s that we could screw into. So that was great. But it took us about a week to figure that out. Let's feed the pigs. So there was that, and then we hung it last night. Got Jeremy and his dad got the rail put up, and we got the hardware installed, and I'll show you all that. And we got it hung up, and the bolts for the hardware scraped our like the molding on our door frame. And so apparently it was just not designed for a door that has molding, and we kept thinking like, what door in any house doesn't have molding? But that was how it was designed. So we had to go back and inset the bolts, and I will try to show you that when we go in the house, how we ended up insetting those bolts just in so that it's still flush. And it's so dark in our house that you can't see a little bit of unstained wood. The light in our house is weird. So that was good. So a couple of minor holdups. So we have it hung up. It looks really good. The other pieces, the molding at the bottom of the door kind of pushes it out. Just was not expecting that. And I'm talking like baseboards, like the baseboards. Good morning, Piggles. Good morning, Tune. Big pig, little pig have carted their poles off. When we build their more permanent pig pen over there, I'm going to do some different feeders. Hopefully. Good piggles. So I don't know what situation you install a barn door, any door in your home, and you don't have baseboards. But it's just like this was not designed with the baseboard thought in mind. So I'm happy to show you all the little quirky things when we get there. Let's feed these noisy girls. Those guys are bed. It's really funny is we had 2 cat beds in here for the cats, and this is like the first week I've ever seen Shrub use a cat bed. Shrubby, do you like your cat bed? It's really funny. And Hank's over here asleep. Hankers. Go kitties. Good morning. So I just realized that I'm down to, I think, 3 or 4 bales of hay, which means our hay is not going to make it through me being gone. Sorry, it's backlit. So we've got to figure out this week. I think my plan is basically to put a round bale out for them that should last the rest of hay season in theory. So it'll be mid-February, and that should last at least a month to mid-March when we start getting grass, and then work on buying some alfalfa for kidding season, whether that be going and picking up 20 small squares or picking up a couple of big bales. Probably have to go to Oklahoma or Missouri to do that, but to get the big bales, I think I can get some small squares around here and kind of go that direction instead of buying more grass hay. Hey, good morning. Say good morning, Gobbles. Princess is starting to outgrow you. So we gotta figure that out probably next weekend to get one of the hoop coops, the tarp back up on it. So that them, if they want to come outside and eat. It's raining. I have really liked how I've done this season. They've probably eaten the same amount, to be honest. So it's worked out well, but that'll be something else on the agenda for next weekend. And then the next weekend, my hope is to shave udders and back ends of my girls that are going to kid in March and trim everybody's feet. Everybody's feet probably could do with trimming today, but I have to do something with the pigs. And that's kind of my other thing is that pig pen really needs to be built in the next few weeks. Spring is starting and I've got to get on it. So we've got to do those things. So hopefully that'll be some good content for you guys to kind of see how we're going to roll into spring and get ready for babies. That kind of thing. Here's the bear. Here's the big bear. Say good morning. Come here, buddy. Oh, let's see your butt. Nobody wants to see your butt. What you doing? I don't know if this is a dog thing or a pure thing. I've never had a dog that's done this, but like that's what he does when he doesn't want you to move. I know, he's so good. Oh, look at this fluffle butt. dog bone. The Stu gets dog bones every morning because he's spoiled rotten. Okay, I'm gonna go in and get changed, and then I'm gonna show you the barn door. now, since you've seen the last few pieces of the process with the barn door, let's show you what it looks like in my house. So here it is. And I'm sorry, the light is really yellow in here. I'm gonna try to correct it in editing. But our walls are not yellow. They're an off-white. These are white. So you can see this is in our laundry room. We had a little bit, this frame was just a little bit weird, but there's the rails. This is the back side. I'm sorry, the light is so terrible. So you can see, it looks really beautiful. And okay, I'm sorry, this is it's so yellow, but so there you go. That's in place here. And I don't know if I'll be able to show you from the other side the kind of what got us. But I love the hardware. Okay, so let's go see it from the other side. Okay, so that's what it looks like from this side. We realized that it's hung backward, but you can kind of see that it faces our living room this way and kitchen. So it's pretty cool. And so what we had trouble with, if I can show you. Oh, let's see. I don't know if you can see that bolt, right? This bolt right here. There are two of them, so there's one up here behind the molding, and they stuck out about 1/4 of an inch and scraped the molding up here. It's the molding up here. And it's not, what's funny is it's not even the toe molding. We have all this toe, they call toe molding in our house. And it's not even this that catches it, it's just the baseboard on the bottom. So kind of figured that out, but give Jeremy all the positive comments because it's just beautiful. And it looks amazing, and it's already reducing the noise. I washed overalls and coveralls last night just to test it out, and because they were gross because of all the mud and poop, and it's just a gross time of year, but I really like it. I think it works really well. So if you like this video and you like our barn door, or you have comments about it, leave us a comment below about how you think it turned out and looks, and if this is something you would like to see more of. Jeremy building things. He's definitely going to be building a lot of things. We're going to be building garden boxes are the next things on the list, and then a pig house are the next two things that I have that I want him to build. And then we talked about an outdoor hay feeder for flakes as well. If you guys like YouTube and like other farmers on YouTube, Lumna Acres, and I'll link him down in the description. I follow him, you can see him in my subscriptions. He just built an outdoor goat feeder that I think we're gonna ask him for the plans for to build, because I really like it, and I think it would get my girls a little bit out of the barn, especially in the spring when we're gonna need to feed alfalfa to our milkers, but to just kind of get them out of the barn. Go outside please and stop pooping all in the same spot. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment in the description if you like this kind of video, if you don't like this kind of video. Yeah, and what you think about Jeremy's beautiful barn door. Please, only positive things. He worked so hard on it, but he loves some tips for maybe how it could be easier next time. And the rails, like, what do you guys do if you have a barn door? What do you do about baseboards? I mean, I didn't anticipate that being a problem. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the little notification bell so that you know every time I put out a new video, and we will see you guys in the next video.